Thousands of years ago, in the southern Arabian Peninsula, lay a prosperous and advanced civilization known as the Kingdom of Saba. This ancient kingdom, located in modern-day Yemen, was home to the Sabaeans, a people known for their architectural marvels, flourishing trade routes, and abundant wealth. The fertile lands of Saba, irrigated by the Marib Dam, produced lush vegetation and luxurious crops, making it one of the wealthiest regions of its time. However, despite their material success, the people of Saba were deeply immersed in idol worship, primarily venerating the sun instead of submitting to the one true God. When their king, Jal bin Malik, passed away, the throne was inherited by his daughter, Queen Bilqis, a woman of remarkable intelligence, wisdom, and administrative capability. She ruled with justice and diplomacy, ensuring the kingdom remained stable and prosperous. Historical records and Islamic traditions suggest that Queen Bilqis was not only an accomplished ruler, but also a visionary leader. The Kingdom of Saba thrived under her governance, dominating trade routes that connected Arabia, Africa, and the Indian subcontinent. The Sabaeans were renowned for their spices, perfumes, and precious commodities, which were highly sought after by empires and civilizations across the world. During this same period, Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, also known as Solomon, ruled over a vast and powerful kingdom. He was the son of Prophet Dawood, peace be upon him, Prophet David, and Allah had him wisdom, prophethood, and dominion over humans, jinn, animals, and even the winds. His empire stretched across Palestine, Syria, and beyond, with Jerusalem as its capital. Allah mentions in the Quran, "And we certainly gave Dawood and Sulayman knowledge, and they said, 'Praise be to Allah who has favored us over many of his believing servants.'" Surah An-Naml 27:15. One of Prophet Sulayman's, peace be upon him, most remarkable blessings was his ability to communicate with birds, animals, and jinn, and they all served him in various capacities. One day, Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, gathered his vast assembly of humans, jinn, and birds, ensuring that all of his subjects were present. As he surveyed them, he noticed that his favorite bird, the hoopoe, hudhud, was missing. The hoopoe was known for its sharp vision and ability to detect underground water, which was valuable for traveling in arid lands. And he took attendance of the birds and said, "Why do I not see the hoopoe? Or is he among the absent? I will surely punish him with a severe punishment or slaughter him unless he brings me a clear reason." Surah An-Naml 27:20-21. Shortly after, the hoopoe arrived and spoke to Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, saying, "I have learned something that you have not known. I have come to you from Saba with certain news. Indeed, I found a woman ruling over them, and she has been given everything and has a great throne. I found her and her people prostrating to the sun instead of Allah, and Shaitan has made their deeds pleasing to them. So he has averted them from the right path, and they are not guided." Surah An-Naml 27:22-24. The hoopoe described the astonishing wealth and grandeur of Queen Bilqis. Her throne was adorned with gold, silver, and precious gems, symbolizing her vast empire and immense power. However, despite her wisdom and authority, she and her people were misguided in their worship. Realizing the urgency of the matter, Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, decided to invite Queen Bilqis and her people to the worship of Allah. He composed a letter with a brief yet profound message. Indeed, it is from Sulayman, and indeed it reads, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, be not arrogant with me, but come to me in submission to Allah." Surah An-Naml 27:30-31. Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, handed the letter to the hoopoe, instructing it to deliver the message to Queen Bilqis and observe her reaction. The hoopoe flew across vast deserts and mountains until it reached the magnificent court of Queen Bilqis, where she sat among her advisors. It dropped the letter onto her lap, capturing the attention of everyone present. Queen Bilqis, upon reading the letter, immediately recognized that this was no ordinary correspondence. She turned to her nobles and advisors, saying, "O chiefs, indeed, a noble letter has been delivered to me. Indeed, it is from Sulayman, and indeed it reads, 'In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful.'" Surah An-Naml 27:29-30. Some of her advisors urged war, feeling that this was an insult to their sovereignty. However, Queen Bilqis, known for her wisdom and diplomacy, remained composed and said, Indeed, kings, when they enter a city, ruin it and render the most honorable of its people humiliated, and thus do they do. But indeed, I'm going to send to them a gift and see with what response the messengers will return. Surah An-Naml 27, 34-35. Instead of engaging in war, she decided to send lavish gifts, gold bricks, precious jewels, and fine garments, to test whether Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, was merely a powerful king seeking wealth or a true prophet of Allah. When the royal delegation arrived at Prophet Sulayman's, peace be upon him, court, they were awestruck by the sheer magnificence of his palace, which far surpassed anything they had ever seen. They presented the gifts, but Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, firmly rejected them, saying, "Do you provide me with wealth? But what Allah has given me is better than what He has given you. Rather, you rejoice in your gift." Surah An-Naml 27:36. Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, then sent a message back to Queen Bilqis, warning her that if she did not submit to Allah, he would march upon Saba with a mighty army. After sending back the queen's envoys, Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, wanted to demonstrate the power that Allah had given him. He called upon his assembly and asked, "O assembly of Jinn, which of you will bring me her throne before they come to me in submission?" A mighty Jinn, known for his great strength, immediately stepped forward and said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your place, and indeed I am strong and trustworthy for this task." However, someone even more powerful spoke up, a man who had knowledge of the book. This man was believed to be a close companion of Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, who was granted divine knowledge by Allah. He said, "I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you." Surah An-Naml 20:40. And in an instant, before Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, could even blink, the massive throne of Queen Bilqis appeared before him. It was transported across hundreds of miles in a miraculous display of Allah's power. Upon seeing this, Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, humbly acknowledged that it was a test from Allah and said, "Fallafor. This is from the favor of my Lord to test me whether I will be grateful or ungrateful. And whoever is grateful, his gratitude is only for the benefit of his own soul. But whoever is ungrateful, then indeed my Lord is self-sufficient and most generous." Surah An-Naml. This act was not to boast power, but to demonstrate to Queen Bilqis the truth of Islam, that no kingdom, no wealth, no power could compare to the might of Allah. When Queen Bilqis and her delegation finally arrived at Prophet Sulayman's, peace be upon him, court, she was stunned by the display of wealth, grandeur, and discipline in his kingdom. Realizing that Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, was no ordinary king, Queen Bilqis decided to travel to Jerusalem and meet him in person. But one surprise awaited her, her own throne, which had been subtly modified to test her perception. So when she arrived, it was said to her, "Is your throne like this?" She said, "It seems to be the same. And we were given knowledge before it, and we have been Muslims in submission to Allah." This was a moment of realization for her. She understood that what she witnessed was not magic or deception, but a divine sign from Allah. Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, wanted to give one final demonstration to show Queen Bilqis the truth of Allah's power. He invited her to enter his magnificent palace, which had a floor made of glass, underneath which flowed a stream of water with fish and aquatic creatures. As she approached, Queen Bilqis mistook the floor for water. Thinking she was about to step into a pool, she lifted her garment, revealing her ankles. It was said to her, "Enter the palace." But when she saw it, she thought it was a body of water and uncovered her shins. He, Sulayman, said, "Indeed, it is a palace whose floor is made smooth with glass." Realizing her mistake, Queen Bilqis was humbled. She now understood that just as she had been deceived by the appearance of the floor, she had also been misled in worshiping the sun. At that moment, she submitted herself fully to Allah. She said, "My Lord, indeed I have wronged myself, and I submit with Sulayman to Allah, Lord of the worlds." Surah An-Naml 27:44. This marked her official conversion to Islam. The Queen of Sheba, once a powerful ruler worshipping the sun, now prostrated to the one true God, Allah. After embracing Islam, Queen Bilqis was sent back to rule over her people, but now with guidance from Allah. Some reports suggest that Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, ordered the construction of 3 grand palaces for her in Yemen, allowing her to rule with wisdom and justice while staying true to her newfound faith. Regardless of the details, her story remains a powerful lesson in how humility, wisdom, and an open heart can lead to divine guidance. Lessons from the story of Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, and Queen Bilqis. 1. Power and wealth should not lead to arrogance. Both Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, and Queen Bilqis were powerful rulers, but their greatness lay in their humility and submission to Allah. 2. Knowledge is greater than material wealth. Queen Bilqis had riches beyond imagination, yet what changed her heart was the wisdom and truth brought by Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him. 3. Trust in Allah's power. The transportation of the throne and the miraculous glass palace showed that Allah's power is beyond human imagination. 4. True faith comes from realization and reflection. Queen Bilqis's acceptance of Islam teaches us that faith is a journey of seeking the truth with an open heart. 5. The dangers of following false beliefs. The people of Sheba had been misled into worshiping the sun, but when the truth was presented, they recognized their error and embraced Islam. The story of Queen Bilqis and Prophet Sulayman, peace be upon him, is one of the most profound and awe-inspiring events mentioned in the Quran. It is a reminder of Allah's might, the importance of wisdom, and the beauty of submission to the one true God. May Allah guide us all to seek the truth, remain humble, and submit to Him wholeheartedly, just as Queen Bilqis did. If you found this story inspiring and beneficial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Islamic stories and lessons. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.